just got married. 10 out of 10, would recommend. We're very happy. It's lovely. It was so special to get to plan this wedding for us and make so many things. Our wedding thesis was Hobbit birthday. So what we mean by that?
The theme's Lord of the Rings.
We wanted to capture what the essence of a Hobbit birthday is, which is utter coziness, merriment, earthiness, and in the spirit of generosity.
Such excellent and admirable hobbits.
And of course, a little bit of fantasy.
A hobbit.
For hobbits on their birthday, they actually give gifts to other people. I just think that's cute. To make the dream wedding that we both had in our minds, it meant that a lot of it would need to be made. Here's a look at our venue. Once we had our venue, it was so much easier to envision and design what we were gonna make. Oh, I might not even need it. So there's a few categories of this video that we will go through as I share what was made for the wedding. The first being garments, painting gifts, flowers, paper goodies, some honorable mentions. There's like a super special extra project at the end that Dan and I made together that now lives in our tiny house and we enjoy every single day. All right, let's get sewing. So I made wedding garments for the bachelorette party, the bridal shower, the rehearsal dinner, and the actual wedding day. Starting with the bachelorette party play suit, I wanted something really fun and sweet to be able to wear on my bachelorette party weekend, which was in the summer near my birthday at my friend's cabin. I made a two-piece set. It has pockets, obviously. At the back pocket. Bam! God, I'm going out and I'm trying to be cute in the sun or something. Stuff, yeah.
Oh my god, it's so cute. You're so cute.
I love it. Oh my god. After many design iterations and quite honestly 2, maybe 3 weeks of me trying to sew a different bridal shower dress, I will spare you that journey. But in the end, I landed on an elegant linen dress with oak leaf and acorn embroidered details. Everything is officially prepped, everything is marked, everything is stay stitched. I am for sure doing slow fashion. Sewing time! Putting things on as I go. Not that I'm putting this on, but just sort of seeing lengthwise. Okay, you couldn't see that, but I could. So I think it's going to be a good length, and I'm excited. Here's the thing. Using this loop-de-loop boy, when you try and do this, it either is like, wow, it went great, or it's the next 25 minutes of your life. Don't look at me. Oh. 2. So these will be little ties at the bottom. Alright. This gets attached to the side here. Alright. Even though I took forever to do markings, apparently I did miss a couple. It's time to start actually putting some bigger pieces together, which is very exciting. And Norbert is my assistant, and he has a little tie. Hello. That's the skirt. Problem is, it's hard to tell what these pieces are when they're just sort of there. Where are you? Excuse me, sir. I'm just looking for a shirt, please. Just serged everything. Seems my preferred sort of serge method is to just place the needle down about an inch or 2 into the seam, and then using a wider needle and pull it through. This is stuff. I didn't do a very good job. It's pretty already. Wait, I think I need to do the arms. Oh, that'll be like turned this way and this will be, I have no idea. Go like this. I think this definitely fits. It's really cute. Good start so far. So I almost made a vital mistake in this project. I was gonna start putting the skirt together and I just like thought about wearing it, and then I was like, there's no pockets. Literally, what is the point of making your own clothes if you don't put pockets in them? Like, genuinely, I don't understand. How could there be, there's just no excuse. We're making pockets. Wraps, these are onion skin dyed. They look really pretty with the fabric that we've got going on. Don't know if you can even hear me at all because it's so rainy. I put together a lot of the pieces. I also added pockets. I was feeling worried that things were feeling really like puckered and looking kind of strange, but then I realized that I was looking at the back of it and not the front of it, and I was like, okay, I'm feeling pretty good about it. So this is sort of the look. Ties, and it's gonna be adorable. I'm just like, well, what is going on with this? But then I realized it's gonna be collared. It looks so cute. Work in progress. Imagine if it was like this. Ugh. It's gonna look good while it's actually on me, because it's hard to tell when you're just looking at the garment to know that it's gonna look good when you actually put the embroidery, because it's such a different added layer. Thank you, baby.
One big old pile of pancakes.
Yes, please. Let me take this up. And just like that, it's time for the bridal shower. I was honestly really proud of how this dress came out. It made me feel elegant, and there were pockets, and I loved the embroidery. I feel like it really tied into our overall design for the wedding, which is just our usual aesthetic, so made me really happy. Then the many pieces cut out. So lovely fabric. I don't often actually make dresses. I do not even really wear dresses very often, but I really wanted to embrace my more feminine, softer side of my fashion for the wedding. And it was a really great sewing challenge for me to actually learn how to make dresses. I got lace that I think will be so beautiful. It's got so much beautiful detail, and I feel like it's very bridal. I'm gonna add this to the end of the sleeves. I'm gonna gather them. The amount of hand sewing that I have done lately is wild. For the rehearsal dinner. Woohoo! This is a wonderful transition into the next project, which is this reversible quilted jacket that I made that I wore for the rehearsal and the day of the wedding. Getting married in the middle of October here in Maine, I kind of had a feeling I might get cold at one point or another, so I decided I wanted to make a quilted jacket that could actually be worn over my wedding dress. Now, what this meant is I needed to make sure that it wouldn't impede the beautiful poof at the bottom. So what I did is I took one of my previously handmade quilted jackets, brought it to one of my fittings, and I tried it on. I wanted to see where it fell and how long to make it so that it would be cropped. I figured out how many closures to use and started designing. Now, unlike my discomfort with making dresses, I am very comfortable making jackets, so it was really exciting for me to get to make my own element of the wedding outfit myself with my literal favorite thing to sew. So I ended up making it reversible so that I could wear one side to the rehearsal dinner and the other side to the actual wedding day. I wear both sides all the time. Designing jackets for specific occasions, specific ways of living is something that I absolutely love about sewing my own jackets. I'm obsessed with making jackets that really feel custom to your lifestyle. And if you are someone who has a dream quilted jacket, reach out to me. You can fill out this form on my website. It's actually really fun to dream up your jacket on this form, and then I can get started on making your custom jacket. I feared in this moment that I maybe made it too short, but my calculations were correct and I kept going and was really excited to be able to fit this custom to my body and make it actually still feel slimming. I love you too. I just need to actually cut that. I'll do the other side. These end up kind of sticking out, so I'm trying 2 different techniques of hand sewing. I think this looked really cute, but then it looks a little more clean. You can't even like see where I did it, but it's right here. So I'm gonna go with that on all of the seams that are too thick for me to stitch. My love language is making art for you, so I need paintings for those who contributed so much to our relationship and our life, and also in making the wedding day actually possible. I make all my own oil paints from stones, so I got on to repairing by making my own paints for the paintings that I was going to be doing. The first of which was for my dad. I wanted it to call upon when we would just walk together and hold hands, and I thought that it was a beautiful way to kind of mirror walking me down the aisle and holding hands with me as a little girl. Next up was to make a painting for my mom. She is a fellow lover of trees and traveling and just seeing the beauty in the small things, and I love nothing more than painting a tree. So she showed me some travel photos from a trip she did to Europe a few years ago, and she was like, oh my god, this would make such a great painting. Logged that away for a couple of years and decided to make that as a gift to her. So this is made all with my earth pigments. It was such a fun process to make this painting for her. My mom has just done so much for me as a person and contributed so much to the wedding and so much of her time and love and energy, and we just really appreciate her all the time, but this is just a nice way to kind of show our connection and my gratitude to her. Then it was time to paint for Anthony, our efficient, who I actually met in grad school when we were getting our MFAs together, and we are ultimate painting buddies, so I figured painting our school would be great. Next up, my now in-laws, Patty and Dan. They are incredible, and they actually are the people that let us build our tiny house outside of their house. Paper goodies. What was that? Invitations, any of the stationery that was seen at the wedding.
Look how pretty!
I had kind of a clear vision for what I wanted for the invitations. I really wanted to have beautiful wax seals on the outside, and I really wanted to feature found elements, so dried flowers and preserved fall leaves. I actually preserved these fall leaves from the year before, so I had a plan to do this for quite a while. So I saved a ton of fall leaves, and then I used dried flowers from bouquets that Dan had gotten me throughout our engagement to feature on the wedding invitations. About to send off our wedding invitation. Instead of having groomsmen or bridesmaids, we decided to call our group of friends the Wedding Fellowship, so we made little cards for that as well as so many thank you cards from every event that we hosted. All of the signs at the wedding and even the bridal shower were made by my amazing matron of honor, Alex. They came out so beautiful, and she really honored our design for wanting things to feel Lord of the Rings inspired.
No, they're a Lord of the Rings character.
We are starting the flower making! Yes. I ended up going with using faux flowers because I knew I wanted to do gifts for folks. I wanted to make tons of flower crowns and hair combs and boutonnieres, and I wanted to make a garland, and it just became really obvious that I would need tons of time and a bit of help from my amazing wedding fellowship to actually make all of the arrangements and the things that I wanted for the big day.
Amazing. You're getting awesome. Look at that, Jamie. What did I say?
No stompy feet.
No stumpy feet.
The sass.
How's
The
it going
sass
on
has
over
begun.
here?
Okay, we've got a daisy river.
Oh wow, the daisy party.
The daisy party.
This is my flower arrangement.
I realized very quickly it would be impossible for me to make everything in the 2-3 days before if you had had fresh flowers. I also realized it'd be very, very, very cool to be able to have the flowers at the end of the wedding and be able to give them as gifts and be able to use them to make new things, which we did end up doing.
Isn't it beautiful?
Did a lot of different heights to it out.
Oh my god, it's an asymmetrical design. Very compelling.
We did have a whole bushel of real flowers for the bridal shower, which ended up being one of my favorite parts of wedding planning.
This is only half the flowers.
I know.
The bigger one is over there. I just had to move so I could see Alex across the table.
It's going great.
My maid of honor, Alex, bought so many flowers, and she brought flowers from her own garden, and she taught me and my mom how to do amateur flower arranging. We had such a good time putting these together.
We're gonna accentuate that, like whoa.
And then we realized we have to fill in a little more. Alex was clearly in charge, and it was amazing. Me and my mom had so much fun. It was like we got to go to a flower arranging workshop. It was a really good time, and it was just nice to relax and just do something fun and sweet before the bridal shower.
Thank you. Oh my goodness. I love the tomatoes just amongst everything.
Just randomly.
Some question if it's a vegetable or a fruit. We question if it's a flower.
Officially.
Alex also did my bridal bouquet and her maid of honor bouquet for the day of the wedding. Some honorable mentions: we've got a handmade fairy house, a Lego arbor, handmade rings, party favors by Dan's mom.
Lego cake topper.
How pretty are those? So pretty.
So excited to get married.
Excited to get married too.
So before we even dreamed of making our own tiny house, we dreamed of making fairy houses. So we ended up going to Vermont to visit our efficient Anthony and had a really fun weekend.
Oh my god.
I'm obsessed. Oh my god.
She is just living her best life.
I can't.
We went on a little adventure and found this really cool fairy making kit. We took it way farther than the kit, I think, maybe wanted us to do, but we ended up going through and making our own fairy house.
Oops.
Okay, we're collecting the goodies. These are so big.
Look at all the black-eyed Susans behind the solar. They're so pretty.
Oh my god.
Okay, we're gonna put it in for the windows because it looks
Ooh, like glass.
like glass. Goodies.
Looks so pretty.
I have to say, I throw my sleeves up. This is a very serious situation. We are planning. I'm thinking about putting these here. We're thinking this, and then we're constructing the door. Dan grabbed some wood that was still bendable. Bendy boys. Most of this plan is very dependent on hot glue. Okay. If you want to learn how to make a fairy house, step 1, build an entire house. So we made a paned window for real, and then I just made everything tiny ones. But it has more whimsy because
It
it's
has much more
rounded.
energy.
now husband, making his own ring, as well as 7 other rings. Call him Celebrimbor,
Accompanied by Celebrimbor, Lord of Region.
because he made tons of rings.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, what you been doing?
This guy.
Oh,
my God.
That looks amazing. Holy cannoli, that looks good.
Can you tell me what you've been working on? The one ring.
Several rings, actually.
Several. Well, there's several Caliban queens to serve. Okay.
Celebrimbor. Very true.
So, Damon's making a ring. Oh, it's so pretty! And it fits perfect. Ooh, that might be cool for you.
I like that one too.
This one's cold and this one's fun. I mean, you can make multiple for yourself.
Hi, what are you up to, sir?
I'll show you this.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That's so cool.
And this was there, but it's a little too chunky.
He's a chunky boy. Look at that. So cool.
Alright, Dan told me to pick out my 3 favorite pigments. So I did, and I don't know what it's for, but he's being very sneaky.
So, not only did Dan make his own ring, but he made me a really special ring. So he put in the center a bit of every place that we've ever lived together.
This is our life together. It's me holding directions, desperately trying to slow you down from just doing the thing.
But it's
You need to follow the bunny's directions.
ooh, it's so cool.
No, we need to roll it up first.
Roll it up. Which way? Like
We gotta-
this, and then
okay,
it extrudes.
It's horizontal first. Roll the panels. Nope, it's vertically. Okay.
They're squares.
Roll the panels vertically with the leaves on the outside.
Okay.
With the leaves on the outside, yeah.
Mhm.
And now, okay.
Fluffy.
I think this is good. I mean, it's like, I don't think this is gonna. Oh, I guess it does fluff up a bit. Fluffy.
Fluffy.
This has such good coverage. Some of the ones
We are doing measurements.
Okay. Have the measurements. Boop, boop, boop. So we're just planing
Who's
it up.
helping us plan?
Me. Bow. For the garland.
We are gonna make 3 sets of 2 right now. Okay. And then we got a bunch of luck here with the sizing. So we'll just cut them down the middle. Anyone order a mashed pizza? It's a bit overflowing. Okay, so we did really well on this one. And we tested it and it looks really, really great and it fits perfectly. This one, we had a little bit of an issue. Oh boy.
You guys know it's fine. So the next step of the process is to hide the fact that you can very clearly tell where things are meeting. But what I basically did is I just went and kind of weaved it together. And so I think that looks like it's very blended, whereas this is very raised. Cheers. Eee! Oh my god, I can't believe there's a marshmallow in there.
It's a huge marshmallow. It's like floating along. Look at this cozy little project we're doing here.
Oh my god.
is it good?
If you just have the marshmallow on your lips, you get like
Ooh. That's a good tip. You can see.
Okay, so we have expanded our enterprise. We're very excited, and we have all of our bins and all of our goodies. And then this is the bed of flowers that we are going to be arranging on. We are now going to install the pieces.
How the back like climbs down.
Yeah.
Climbs down.
We are figuring out where we want to put the garlands because we originally thought that we wanted to put them along this entire edge, but then it felt like it was going to be too much. So now we are thinking of putting things. I've always wanted to have flowers there, so I think this would be a really cool solution. That's it for this week's video. I hope this helps you if you are thinking of making things for your wedding. My biggest advice from someone with no experience other than the one wedding, so take that with a grain of salt. If you want to make things, make things that you actually want to make. I love making paintings. I love doing things with flowers. I love all the stuff that I made because it was fun. And yeah, I maybe made a lot of stuff, but I spaced it out. Truly, the making of all those things was very cathartic for me. It was just very helpful for me to process the fact that we were getting married and all these things were happening. But also now, in making this video, it's been really fun to just get to actually like see what I made and celebrate it, because I'm sure everybody talks about this and I'm just oblivious, but as one of the people getting married, like, you're totally swept up. Like, you're not thinking about anything else except for being super in love. So I really recommend getting a really good photographer like we did. We had Devin Taylor Photography and she was amazing. Get a photographer that's gonna really capture all those beautiful textures and things that you spend so much time making. I feel like I didn't think I made a lot of things for the wedding, and then looking back, I'm like, wow, no, I really did. And it was honestly my, other than just like being with my soon-to-be husband, like, it was my favorite part about the wedding planning was just making things. It was my way of getting out of doing spreadsheets and being stressed out. Making things just makes me feel better, so, oh, that's making it louder. Sorry, that's super loud. It's like the fan for our solar, like, as something, whatever. So that was the video for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. It's kind of something different, but it's just making stuff, so it's really all the same. Keep finding small ways to bring art into your life, and happy making. See you later. Mwah! Oh, I burped. Special. Just cracking myself up here. By myself, alone in my house, talking to myself. Isn't that just like every introvert? Just like, catch me outside. Probably not. Catch me in the yarn store. Definitely. Laughing to myself about a project that I'm excited about. Just being weird. Okay. PJs, like pajamas. So, you know what PJs are. So then it's like, I never know if it's sewist. Sewer just sounds like you're saying it's like it's a sewer. Anyway, was that I totally didn't realize. I've never seen a piece H. I didn't cut out a piece H because I literally never cut. Technically, I'm still not done prepping. Okay, I'm gonna prep that. The weirdest scrappy doos. It's like bleh. All right, I'll prop you up, homie. You're just on a. This looks just like I am going to the doctor's office and they're like, leave it open in the back. It looks like obviously I'm going to be wearing PJs, so it's a really great way to test it.
The question is, how long can I stand in these?
Let's make sure that I got it and then I don't suddenly have weird hair. Okay. I gotta have weird hair. It's just like I cut my hair. I don't know what to tell you.
So it's really cute. Okay, so it's like, oh my god, so cute, the dumpling. And then it's like, oh my god, it's a little dumpling. That's so cute. These two. And then this big mirror. Woohoo! Hi. I've got the dream team.
There's enough lighting in here.
Very, very sneaky. And I continue to get more and more cuts on my left hand. Just to make sure all of our wedding photos are absolutely, I went through a meat grinder. Yeah, these are pretty.